Is it another week already? All right, well then, it's me, Jana, and I'm back with your dashboard by Monolith. Last episode, we learned deep, went over product reworks, console pricing, and let you in on some huge news. To stay current with last week, pop back to last episode with this link here. Today, I'll update you on previous segments, gaming, rivalry pricing, and Apple product news. So, let's fire up the dashboard. The Quest 2 is confirmed, leaked, and launching for October 13th. Pre-order it today.
Wait, what?
At Facebook's Connect event, they announced the latest addition to the Oculus line, the Quest 2. There's significant upgrades to resolution, RAM, battery life, and horsepower in general. Is that why they skimped on the USB cable length? The Quest 2 offers insane value and is pretty affordable at a base cost of $299. It's lighter than the Quest 1, but not quite as light as the Go. Fit and comfort was a concern from the original, so this unit adopted the elastic strap from the Go. Facebook is also offering an Elite strap option with or without battery pack cases, depending on what you're budgeting for mods. Supposedly, there's also a fit kit on the way that has different linings, inserts, etc. The Quest 2 has a 50% bump in pixels, a difference we won't appreciate until it's on. No more screen door effect for this guy. There will be some distortion and fuzziness in brighter landscapes, and with the panel now an LCD display instead of OLED, darker shadows and landscapes may not be as dense.
Oh, that's why it's so cheap.
I don't want to start a riot here, but apparently this $300 unit has resolution comparable to the $1,000 Valve Index. The Quest 2 has a 90Hz refresh, another bump up from the original 72Hz refresh. The caveat is that it only works in the Oculus browser and home areas for now. Facebook learned from the Rift S lens issue and introduced a 3-tiered IPD adjustment system to accommodate unique player faces. Speakers are no longer hidden in the face lining and placed horizontally along the strap near your ears, but in case you have your own audio gear, there's also an audio jack. They switched to the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2, a huge upgrade from the 835. Initial user reviews have noticed less fixed foveated rendering on the Quest 2. FFR is a technique that under-renders the edges of virtual landscapes to prioritize processing power for the center of the display, generally where you're playing. It's still available for the home environment and may be revisited in coming titles, which is a good sign. Well, I hope you guys didn't have your heart set on NVIDIA's RTX 3080.
Why?
Well, it sold out in minutes.
Oh.
And multiple retailers and stock checking sites showed as out of stock. All right. You asked why. NVIDIA informed the masses that the 3000 series cards will likely be in short supply into 2021, so this could be a case of impulse panic buying or hype.
Or crypto miners.
Yeah. NVIDIA claims that the RTX 3080 provides twice the performance of the 2080 and a significant jump from the RTX 2080 Ti, but with a price in line with the 2080. At this point, there's no word when it will be back in stock, but with AMD's Big Navi on the way, your chances may increase. Being an NVIDIA partner, we just happen to carry all 2000 and 3000 series cards online at monolithgroup.ca.
That's what you call a fun fact, right?
Exactly. Apple's September event focused mainly on the Apple Watch 6 and SE, as well as the iPad Air, so let's dive in. From first glance, the Apple Watch 6 may not seem physically different. Sure, they've introduced new bio features like blood oxygen tracking and an altimeter, but if you're not into that, then it may be fairly anticlimactic.
I get it.
I get it too. When people contact you to ask you where you are, you generally do not respond with how many meters above sea level you are, but whatever.
Unless you want to tell them how high you are.
Don't. What is worth the wait is the new S6 chip, which when combined with the Watch OS 7 will be the most advanced wearable we've seen from Apple and with better battery life. For a more affordable option, consumers can look to the Apple Watch SE. The GPS-only version is $279, while the cellular version is just $50 more. It's available for pre-order now as well. Also mentioned was the iPad Air 4 releasing sometime in October. Maybe Apple has a particular plan for the iPad Air family, but from first view, it feels like a spec-down iPad Pro. It starts at $599 for 64 gigs, but is offered in 256 gigs as well, with LTE offerings for both, so obviously pricing will vary. It has a single rear camera and subtle edge buttons, uses fancy LCD with liquid retina display, true tone display that adapts to the environment, all that jazz. However, this Apple tablet has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, a change which makes sense when you think about how you hold a phone versus a tablet. It has a USB-C port, which is awesome for quick uploads, charging, and for those who want to connect to an external monitor or hard drive. It's compatible with the Magic Keyboard and 2nd Gen Apple Pencil, which attaches magnetically for storage and charging. Outside the Apple Pro, it is the only other tablet that can accommodate this. In a weird turn of events, the launch of the iPad Air has prompted some pretty hefty savings online. Good luck with that apple-shaped Easter egg. Rumor is some models are going for their cheapest ever.
100.
100. It's still very expensive. Seems like there's a bit of reorganizing going on for the iPhone 12, as it was kind of or completely ignored during the conference. New rumors state that there will be a dedicated launch event in October revealing 3 phones in this generation: the Pro, the Max, and the Pro Max.
Wow.
All right, it's easy. Don't forget they already dropped the SE this year, and we're expecting a 5G phone, so I hope at least the 12 Gen is more future-proof than the 11s. Google has officially blocked spyware on its Play Store, but apparently there's still a loophole. They've blocked all apps that allow third-party monitoring for things like location. Their ban states that all apps requesting this info must provide the client with adequate notice and/or send continual notifications requesting consent. If the apps cannot do this, they won't be available on Google Play, and they've given developers until October 1st to make changes. The only apps exempt from this are ones that help parents monitor tech usage for minors. Simply put, this could just narrow the market for stalkerware, sending them on rebranding rampages before going on to continue their regularly scheduled criminal behavior. Since lockdowns began, reports have shown an over 50% increase in the use of online spying across the globe, so read that fine print. Well, that didn't take long. Soon after Microsoft announced pricing for the Xbox Series X and S, Sony gave us the goods for the PS5. The digital edition will cost $399, while the disc drive version will be $499. On November 12th, it will release to Canada, the US, Mexico, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea. Then to the rest of the world, November 19th. Pre-orders opened with selected retailers on September 17th, so get in line, unless you're already doing that for the Xbox. Sony shared the additions to the PlayStation Plus collection, aka new games that will be made for immediate download and play on the PS5. I have to wait a while for my guilty pleasure game.
What? Why?
Well, Hogwarts Legacy isn't releasing until 2021.
You're gonna talk about games? What about Cyberpunk?
Funny you should mention that. Updates are rolling out for Cyberpunk 2077 and the graphics are insane. The base install requirements for this game, kind of like that for Flight Simulator, are pretty ridiculous, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it. This will be the game to end all games. It's like the prodigal son of John Wick, Blade Runner, and GTA. More will be revealed in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned and we will keep you informed. What new games are you looking most forward to playing? Leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Don't worry if you missed out on the last Code Red giveaway. It was a 1-year all apps package of Adobe Creative Cloud, so congrats to our winner and never fear. We've got more goodies coming your way. Please follow and subscribe to our channel and find us on social and check us out on monolithgroup.ca. I'm Jana, this is Dashboard, and I'll see you next week.